guys, it's me, your boy, Storm the Beast again, and you might ask, you have a Manny Heffley profile picture. Why have you never made a video on Diary of a Wimpy Kid? I don't have a good question for that, so this is what we're doing today. So we're ranking all the books, and let's do it in order. So first up, the original Diary of a Wimpy Kid. It kicked off the series. I mean, not too much I have to say about it. It's pretty good. It's an S tier. Rodrick Rules, a classic. We love Rodrick. Rodrick's amazing. Yeah, this is a classic. It's pretty good. I don't really have much else to say, I guess, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. The Last Straw. It's an A tier. It's not S. It's good. It's a classic, but it's not bad. It's not as actually I feel like it's more of a B tier now that I think about it, because it's a classic. It's good. It's not one of the best in the series, I'd say. I'd say Dog Days beats Last Straw, so Last Straw is gonna be in B tier. Now, Dog Days. This is one of my favorites. I like the summer theme. I like the beach part. And then the movie was great too. All of it was, I think the movie was actually better. I will rank the movies at some point, but if you guys want. Dog Days, pretty good. I like it a lot, one of my favorites, but I don't think it's deserving of an S, so I'll put it in A. It's really good, don't get me wrong. The Ugly Truth. So, this book, pretty good. I like it. I really do. I like how Jeff Kenny explores the topic of sex ed, but since, his main audience is 7-year-olds, he can't straight up say, so this is where you put the pee-pee. So it's a really good way of going about it. It's not A tier. It's definitely a B tier, but I put it above Last Straw in B tier, and I'd actually put Magic Rules above the OG book. Cabin Fever. I really like this one. I don't know why. I just love it. I like the winter theme. I like how they get snowed in. That's fun. It's kind of raises the stakes without being completely outlandish like some books. Some books. Anyways, so it's pretty good. I like it a lot. I like the drummies. I like how they try to do the bizarre thing. Or is that Bazaar? I like it a lot. Again, I don't think it's an S tier. It's definitely A tier. Maybe a bit lower than Dog Days, but it's still good. Third Wheel is C tier, and here's why. It's good, but it's really focused on the whole Valentine's Day thing. And don't get me wrong, I like this book. It's just focused on the whole Valentine's Day thing, which is kind of a boring storyline sometimes. But I do like it. I do. I think it's a little unrealistic that Greg would remember him being in his mother's womb, but we're gonna forget about that for Hard Luck. S tier. I'd put it above original Wimpy Kid, but below Rodrick Rules. It's really good. I like how it tied up. It's basically the part 2 to the third wheel, but it does it better. I like how it tied everything up. I feel like this should have been a very good end for the series, or at least an end for Greg being in middle school. I don't like how he's just stuck in middle school all the time, because that just kind of breaks realism. And especially you could tell, Jeff Kenny's running out of ideas. personally, any book after this, I don't consider canon. I just consider those fun extras. So all of these books right here, uh, OG, Wimpy Kid, Rodrick Rules, Last Straw, Dog Days, Ugly Truth, Cabin Fever, Third Wheel, and Hard Luck, they're what I consider canon. Anything after it, I just consider a fun extra or whatever. Although some of it is better or worse. But I feel like I would like to see Jeff Kinney would have gone on to make a more mature themed version of Diary of a Wimpy Kid where it takes place in high school. That would have been really interesting. It could have, stated. I mean, I know he's a main audience for Wimpy Kid is like 7-year-olds, and people who read books when they were 7. But he's running out of ideas. I feel like old school. Well, I feel like Double Down would have been a great fit for a high school book where he's in high school. Or he's a little more mature because he does go to a party, and in this is it's. I feel like it would have been a better fit. I like Double Down. I'll get to that in a minute, but I really would like it if you just stopped making books where Greg was in middle school, went on to where Greg was in high school. Could have explored, that a little bit deeper. Could have, made it a bit more mature. It would have been interesting, but I mean, these books are still good too. And now we get to the long haul. I'm gonna put it at an F tier, not because of the book. The book actually is pretty good. It's because it led to that abomination of a movie that we call The Long Haul. Okay, old school. It's pretty good. It's a C tier though. It's not great. It's not horrible. It's it's a book. I like the storyline, but it's not as good as others. Okay, Double Down. So Double Down, I really like this one. It's definitely a B tier. I like the Halloween theme. I like how he goes to a party. It's just overall it's a pretty good book. Now the Getaway, I liked. I like the theme of him like traveling. But this is the third vacation book in a row, and it's getting stale. It's another C tier, but low C tier. It's good. I like it. It's got funny moments. But this is where it just starts to get out of hand and get really ridiculous. And okay, so the meltdown. I like the snow theme. I like the snowball fight, but it's also completely ridiculous. Like, you'd think the parents would see their kids, reenacting World War II with snowballs, and they'd be like, hold up, what are these kids doing? It's good. It's D tier. It's D tier. Wrecking Ball, E tier. It's okay. It's a little ridiculous. I mean, come on, a hot tub falling through the roof, like, that's ridiculous. Deep End, also E tier, but I mean, it is another vacation themed book, but I do like how it kind of ties into COVID. Even though it was a bit late, it would have been better in 2020 because it would have been, but whatever. I like the idea, of him going camping, but like at a nice park. That's fun. Okay, Big Shot. I'm gonna be honest. Everyone raves about this book. I didn't care for it too much. I don't know why. I'm not a sports guy. I like watching sports occasionally. I don't know. I just don't like it. I can't tell you why. It's well written, so I'll put it in D tier. I'll probably put it even above Meltdown in D tier. But it's not going any higher just because this is my tier list, and I don't like it too much. Diaper Overload. Okay, I really like this one. I really like how it focused on Rodrick. I like the parody of Metallica called Metal Chihuahua. So it's definitely getting a B tier. It's pretty good. awesome, friendly kid. This was really interesting to see like how much of a narcissistic sociopath Greg is. And it's also really funny to just see how awful, just horrible Greg is. So I think that's another good C tier. Okay, the rest of the Rowley books though go in F because they're just bad. They're just bad. There's no way about it. Do it yourself. Okay, this is a classic. The do it yourself is a classic. It's a great idea. I really like it. Here's the thing. It's not technically a book. So I don't know how to rank it. I don't know how to rank this. It's not technically a book. It is a do-it-yourself book, so I guess it is what you make it. Well, it does have. I'll put it in A. I'll put it in A. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. The movie diary, also pretty good. Very interesting to see. Yeah, it's definitely a B tier. Very interesting to see how they made the movies. Gave some insight into the OG 3 movies, which are the best. Yeah, it's pretty good, and yeah, it was really interesting to see how it was made. That's all, guys. There are no more books. There are no other movies. There are only 3 movies. So why would there be another movie diary about a movie that does not exist? So yeah, that's all the books because there's no other movies. So there'd not be another movie diary about said other movie. So yeah, okay, thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.